Hey guys, welcome back and welcome if you're new. My name is Casey and I'm a stay-at-home mom living here in Texas. And in today's video, we're gonna do some fun Valentine's stuff. So we're gonna do a couple things. The first is we are going to create a Valentine's Day breakfast basket. So I thought it would be fun, you know, if you're giving this to somebody, it could be like a host who's hosting a party and you give it to them, or a teacher, anybody, it'd be fun. So the items I got for this were mostly from the Target dollar spot, and then a couple things from my grocery store actually. So I love these cute little waffle makers slash pancake makers. I see them all over the place now at Hobby Lobby, Target, your grocery store. So I thought it'd be fun to do like a little waffle basket. And so I have this little felt basket. I have some confetti waffle slash pancake mix, and I'm gonna throw in some tea and some instant coffee. And I thought, hey, put it all together, it's gonna look so cute. So we're gonna do that today, but we are also going to be making some strawberry hand pies. I thought they were so cute and so delicious to have for Valentine's Day. And I'm gonna walk you guys through it, show you how to make them, but don't worry, I will also leave the recipe in the description box below. So I don't know about you guys, but I think whenever you put a bow on something, it just makes it even better. Even though it's just a couple bags of tea, I don't know, something about the little bow makes it just feel a little extra special. Tell me if you agree. So if you're going to use one of these big cellophane bags to wrap up your basket, I recommend to put your basket or whatever you're using to put that into the cellophane bag first, and then build your basket with it sitting inside the cellophane bag. Because I will tell you, I have made the mistake before where I made this beautiful basket and then it was time to put it in the bag, and it just made it very difficult. So I recommend building it in. So you see how I just check and see the height. My little plan for putting the waffle maker on the bottom did not work. So I had to get creative. As you can see, I kind of moved the bowl around like a million times, it felt like. And I didn't like love the way it came out with the bowl on the bottom, but it's what worked. And you know, when you put a little fluff in there and a bow on it, it looks great. So this is kind of how I threw it all together, and I thought that having the little tea towel sticking out would look cute too. But that was my tip for this. If you're going to put it in a cellophane bag, put the basket in there first and then build it all in. I don't recommend putting it in after, because it'll just be difficult and will make everything fall over. So once you have everything in your basket just how you like it, you're going to gather the top of the cellophane bag and use whatever you have on hand to secure it. So for today, I had this white tulle that was actually left over from Christmas wrapping. I have a ton of it. And so that's what I use to kind of secure it. You can use floral wire, you can use jute twine, you can use so many different things. So I had the little tulle, so that's what I use. And then I just decided to, you know, jazz it up a little bit, make it look pretty with some bow that I got from Hobby Lobby. So all the bow and tulle ribbon that I have here today is all from Hobby Lobby. They have a great selection if you're ever looking. And this red ribbon that I have with the pink polka dots was not even in the Valentine's section. It was actually just in the regular section, the sewing section. Something I always like to do at the end of my baskets when I use a cellophane bag is I like to just go and snip the top of it. If it just seems a little too high or a little too uneven, I just kind of snip it to the way I like it. So you could have gone with like a really big fancy bow, but I just thought this little just plain bow was sweet and simple for this little breakfast basket. Let's get started on the strawberry hand pies. Don't worry, the recipe will be linked below in the description box and you can find it there. So what you're going to need is about 2 cups of strawberries once they've been all kind of diced up. And I will say I had too many strawberries, even though it was about 2 cups. I had a lot left over. Maybe I didn't use enough in my hand pies, but yeah, I had quite a bit left over. So once you have all of these strawberries cut up pretty small, you're going to sprinkle on top a couple tablespoons of sugar and about 2.5 teaspoons of cornstarch. But again, don't worry, I have the recipe linked below in the description box for you. Once you have all the strawberries cut up and the sugar and cornstarch mixed in, you're going to go ahead and set your stove to about medium, and you're going to cook these down for about 8 minutes. And you might want to stir them every now and then because with that sugar it is going to stick to the bottom of the pan. So come back every now and then and give it a good stir. So this part isn't necessary, but I felt like it was because I did not cut my strawberries up that small. So I just used a pastry cutter and went in there just for about a minute and just gave it a little bit of an extra chop. So once this is all cooked down, you're going to go ahead and put it in a bowl and transfer it to the fridge overnight, or you can do what I did. And I just stuck it in the freezer for about, I don't know, 20 or 30 minutes, and it cooled it completely. And you're going to want to have it cool before you put them in your little pies. So my strawberry filling is all cool, and what I'm going to do now is just create a little egg wash, which is just 1 egg and 1 tablespoon of milk. And then we're going to start rolling out our dough. So this dough I actually made back at Thanksgiving in one of my previous videos. I actually made too much pie dough, believe it or not. We didn't need that much, so I had this entire disc of dough left. So I thought it would be perfect. So I pulled it out of the freezer and let it thaw overnight. And I just thought it would be great. So we're going to use this dough to make our little hand pies. So I ended up having to separate it into two kind of sections because it was just too big. And from the recipe, it said to roll it out into about a 12-inch circle, and then to start making your little cutouts with your hearts. So my recipe ended up making about 5 hand pies, and that's because I used a big cutter. Now you can make a smaller one and you probably have some more, but whatever you do, just make sure you have an even number because you need 2 hearts or 2 cutouts for each pie. And while I was rolling out the next batch, I would just have the other hearts that you just saw me cut out. Those were just kind of sitting in the fridge so they would kind of stay firm. So let's start assembling these little hand pies. So get your egg wash, and it's going to be like a glue holding them together. Then you're going to scoop your filling. FYI, that's way too much filling. That was the first one. It had a little bit of spillage, but that's okay. You know, this is all a learning process. And then you're going to want to crimp your edges, and don't forget to make little slits in the top of your heart so that it allows some steam to escape. At this point, you're going to want to brush some of that egg wash on top of there, and I promise it's going to give like the prettiest golden brown color on top. And then what I did was just sprinkle a little sugar on the top, stick them in the oven for about 20 minutes. Now let's get started with the others. Don't they look so yummy? I promise they taste delicious too. Anyhow, thank you guys so much for watching my video today, taking the time out of your busy lives and sitting down and watching me yap for a little bit. I really appreciate it. And if you did enjoy today's video, I would be so appreciative if you gave this video a big thumbs up and you subscribed, turn on that notification bell. You'll never miss one of my videos. And yeah, thank you guys so much, and I will see you in a few more days. Bye.